Hello everyone, this is going to be a quick review because it's something that is relatively old and probably a lot of review already exists in the world. So what we're talking about is the high-grade Gundam Dynames. Yes, this is actually not, it's the previous season, and it's not even a previous season, it's the previous Gundam show, the first season mobile suit. So we know that since then, Gundam 00 has two more long-range gunner type mobile suits, but this is the original. Well, I say the original because the original doesn't have the full shield. There you go. That is the original form of Gundam Dynames. So, since we've seen this guy, you've probably seen this guy somewhere else already. So I'm going to do it very quickly. Gimmicks. The two antennae on the side does move, so you can fold them in, fold them out. The camera on the forehead does come down by pushing down the within, although it's really tight, and the movement is actually relatively little. So here it is down, just managed to hide bits of the eyes, and moving it up so you can see the eyes again, and the camera goes up a bit and it's a bit obscure. That's it. So two joints on the shoulder, they lock in the default position this side, but both of them can snap out. After you snap it out, it can go to the front and go to the back. In either case, once it reaches there, you can press it in to actually slightly lock it in. It's not a full lock, unlike the middle bit, which is a sound lock. So with the small shield on the side, it's actually on the peg, so it does rotate, and it is on the hinge, so it can go in and out. And as you can see, the sniper rifle the GN sniper rifle is actually slotted in as well, which means that you can take it out. Got a side handle, so you can open it up. You can put it in the Gundam Dynames hand, and there is a little peg here and a little hole on the forearm, which means that you can slightly slot it in to lock its position. It's not a tight lock. Articulation, a bit more on articulation. The head does go up and down and left to right. The head is designed slightly on the back so that you can rotate Dynames' head pretty far up compared to other Gundam models of the same line. So there is a joint on the inside on the shoulder, which means that the shoulder can actually go do this better than Ixia. And there's a joint here which swivel up and down, which allows you to move the shoulder up a little bit more. Let's see, shoulder armor is connected to the shoulder, not to the body, so it moves by itself. But it means that the arm can also rise up as well, so including everything, it can rise up pretty far. There's swivel joints underneath the shoulder, so you can swivel. There is one joint on the elbow, so it can go just over 90 degrees. Extra joint at the wrist, which allows the arm to go up and down, and of course it's actually a ball joint on the actual fist itself, so if you put it out slightly, it can wiggle around and turn. Waist joint in the middle, which means it can actually rotate, and I think it can rotate 360. Let's see. Front skirt armor to move very far, and they will join it together, and you can cut it apart to make them move independently. Big thruster on the back, they are on ball joint as well. If you press them all the way in, then they only go up and down. If you pull them out slightly, then they have a little bit of outward movement. Let's see, there is a bar joint like that, which means that the leg can actually do that. It can go front and back a little bit. Individually, each leg is on the ball joint, but it doesn't go out that much. They go forward and backward perfectly because, well, forward perfectly because this can move away, this can't, so You can't actually bend the leg backward too much, but then again, not a lot of people can do that in real life. Double joint on the knee, so they can fold all the way, I think. Yes, it is. Fold 180 degrees. And then on the foot ankle armor, a swivel polycap on the inside, so you go up and down, and then the features on the ball joint, so it's rotate, wiggle everywhere. So he is articulated very well. Accessory, that's it. There is two beam saber handle, but there is no beam because this is Gundam Dynames. He should never use the beam saber, except he did in the show. And the other accessory, the GM rifle, GM sniper rifle. And then we have the shields. So let's just do it. So to move the small shield to the back in the default position, you actually rotate in, and there's a little bar slot in here, which allows you to slot them in. And now you have two as well, so it looks more balanced. Big shield. Let's talk about a big shield by itself. One joint, two joints, swivel. Yes. It got a peg on its own, so it pegged to the side. And there we go. Here is Gundam Dynames full shield. So what does it do? Well, if you unslot them and you rotate them forward, and here is a giant slab. Yes, this is the Gundam Dynames full shield for protection forward only. Rotate this out a little bit, and Gundam Dynames can throw his hand out, so he can shoot people while with a full shield on. Unfortunately, if anyone's seen the show, they will know that in the Gundam Dynames full shield mode, Dynames is supposed to have two GM pistol as well, which will be in its own holster, go to the side of the leg, and they never release it for Gundam Dynames. A bit odd. So that is basically it. So what do I think? Gundam Dynames is fun. I think this is probably one of those kits that people might have overlooked because it looks a bit bland compared to the others. And I'm trying to slot it in, come on. But yeah, believe me, I think Dynames probably is better. In my opinion, it's actually better than Sheridan. Sabania, the only problem with Sabania, in my opinion, is that it's a bit difficult to actually get it right every time. In the sense that, it doesn't really struck the chord to everyone. I think Dynames is going to struck the chord on people's heart a bit better. Oh, by the way, the shield, although it is a big slab, because of the fact that they're on swivel and the fact that this is actually jointed, you can actually do a lot of fun thing with them. For example, the cape flowing on the back. Oh, size comparison. Ixia, about the same. Virtual, about the same height, but Virtual is taller. Is heavier, bigger, wider. So that is basically it. Join me next time in another review.